Welcome to iHeartGeek.
And welcome to iHeartGeek, the news edition. This is scary.
It's a little bit
It's
scary.
a little frightening.
Yeah, we're usually have the microphones that we hide behind, but now we are actually on video.
Yeah, and,
on YouTube.
A lot easier to edit that stuff too. So that's hey.
Hi YouTube.
Hi YouTube. I hope you like us. Because okay,
all right,
so let's get right into the freaking news.
Let's get some news. All right.
Okay, Bill and Ted 3. It is in production.
Absolutely. This is of July 1st. Started production in New Orleans. It's directed by Dean Aparicio and scripted by the original creators, Ed Solomon and Chris Matheson. And we just found out that William Sadler is coming back to play Death again.
Which is amazing.
He's going to get a whole nother Melvin. That's all I'm saying.
Oh, I forgot about that.
And there's a release date as well. It's going to be August 21st, 2021.
Oh, I'm looking forward to this. Is he going to go crazy because he lost his dog?
Does
his dog go into the phone booth?
I heard that there's some daughter. They're going to have a couple of daughters in there as well.
Really?
And it sounds like it's like Billy Logan. So he said, and then it was like Thea Preston.
Theodora.
Yeah, yeah. So they're kind of switching on words. So good on you.
Yeah, that'll be fun. I say just make it. Do not reboot it and make that as part of the thing. You know.
Absolutely.
But they have the original people, so we're happy. Okay, next thing up, we have Sandman. if anybody's been listening to this show for any amount of time knows I love Sandman, and they were finally going to see it on the little screen.
That's
on Netflix.
Whatever screen that you can see it on.
Oh, and it'll be the biggest screen possible. And the only thing gives me, I would be worried about it, except for one thing. Mr. Neil Gaiman himself is the hands-on producer of this.
Absolutely, and with his amazing success with Good Omens for Amazon, this is going to be massive. Like David Goyer is going to be involved with it as a producer as well as Neil Gaiman. It's going to be the most expensive TV series that DC has done so far. Alan Heinberg is going to be doing writing, set to write for it. He's done Wonder Woman. He's done Grey's Anatomy. Unfortunately, we don't know a release date yet, so hopefully soon. But as long as it's amazing, I'll wait.
Well, I'm telling you this, with all the new streaming services that are coming out, this is definitely helping to keep my money with Netflix. There's 7 million streaming services coming out, and we'll talk about that a little bit later. But this definitely keeps my money in Netflix.
It's kind of a smart move for Netflix that since
really
they're losing Disney, they're losing Warner Brothers for their own streaming services. That they have to start looking around to find some good quality entertainment. Yeah,
which is outstanding. So at this point, let's go over to Bly's with all the movie news.
Hey guys, Bly's here with your July 2019 movie update. First and foremost, I want to talk about Spider-Man Far From Home. It was amazing. It is arguably the best Spider-Man that we have ever had on film, and with a biggest Tuesday opening of all time in a $500 million opening week, it is going to break records. The second movie that I'd like to talk about comes out July 19th. Is The Lion King. Now we have Jon Favreau from the MCU looking to helm the entire movie and a star-studded cast, so I do not think that this movie is going to disappoint. Especially coming off the success of Aladdin. Disney took a little while to get their footing there, but I think they're there and I think it's going to be awesome. The next movie I want to talk about is Once Upon a Time in Hollywood. Now, this is Quentin Tarantino's 9th film that he will be directing. And if his word is anything that we need to go by, after his 10th movie, he is done directing. Now, personally, I think that he is going to still be writing, maybe starring in a few movies. As for directing, I think we can take him up on his word. I think he'll be done. The last movie that I want to talk about for July comes back out on July 12th, and that's the movie Stuber. Now, this is a movie that isn't on a lot of people's radars right now. For me, it looks like a great comedy that is going to kind of make its way under there, starring Kumail Nanjiani and Dave Bautista, where Dave Bautista plays a detective who loses his eyesight and needs to get around using an everyday Uber driver. Now that's it for movies this month. Kind of a slower month for the summer, but I think next month we're going to have a lot more to talk about. Now I also want to touch on the Netflix TV shows that are going on right now. We have Stranger Things that just released, and even after a week of being released, rave reviews. And if you haven't already watched it, make sure that you stick around after the last episode for a shocking post-credit scene. And the other show that we have on Netflix coming out this month is the last season of Orange is the New Black. Now, Orange is the New Black is one of those shows that took Netflix from just being a streaming service to the media juggernaut that we know today. And this is the last season. We're getting an ending, and it looks to be great. Now, that's all I've got for the movies and TV shows for this month. So we'll throw it back to you guys.
And this is a big deal. The winner of our mascot has been named. The winner has been notified. We have an address. He's going to be getting those fine stickers coming tomorrow to him. When this actually is out, he'll have them.
So
and
what is it?
I'm not going to tell you. I'm going to make you wait till the end of the video.
Oh, sneaky.
Because I want you to keep watching this video. Oh, and subscribe.
Right. And hit the like button for you, everyone, too, please.
Please.
All right, so in theater news, since this is my forte, Marvel is dropping a collection of plays for high school productions featuring Thor and Loki, Squirrel Girl, Miss Marvel, and it's going to be called Marvel Spotlight. So, like, all you high school kids that have always wanted to be Spider-Man or Thor or any comic book character they have,
Wolverine maybe.
they're going to be. Hopefully, they'll have something for you guys, and you get to perform it for all your friends and family. It's going to be amazing.
Now, this to me is one of the smartest things that Marvel can do. The comic industry is definitely having some trouble. You get these kids that are going to connect with the character, especially if they get to play this character.
Oh, yeah.
They're going to be reading these comics for the rest of their lives.
Absolutely.
Which I would do, you know.
I'm just waiting for Sabretooth the musical.
Oh, God, don't let that happen, please. Oh, okay. Now I got some sad news. After 67 years of flawless, beautiful joy that Mad Magazine has brought the world, it's over. They've ceased production. You'll still be able to get everything they produced for the next 2 years at, I believe, madmagazine.com, I think I read. So you can all read the old stuff, but there will be nothing new coming out. I think it's, we were disagreeing about this a little bit, but
We were?
Well, a little bit. I feel like that this is definitely a scary omen for the comic book industry.
I feel it's an end of an era because, to me, like for Mad Magazine, that was kind of our generation, like,
And my parents' generation.
and it started with
And
because
theirs,
it was in the 1950s when it started, and it kind of carried over to us. But now, since we have the internet, we have streaming services, and we have SNL and The Onion and Family Guy and South Park, like these guys were definitely inspired by Mad Magazine to kind of push that envelope of like kind of picking on everybody in a satirical way, and not really as nothing personal, although some have been made impersonal, but it's like basically it's not, Mad Magazine hasn't died. It's just basically broken off into many different other subcategories or sub programming. And so, and we love you. Rest in peace, Mad Magazine. But I think it's been taken care of.
Hopefully it gets to come back some way or the other. But to me, when I read this, I felt like Weird Al retired. That's the kind of impact it has on me anyway.
Or just have Alfred E. Newman have his own show.
Yeah, they had that. It's called Mad TV.
Yeah, Mad TV.
Yeah. Okay, so now over to Katie for our she's talking new video game releases.
Yes, she is.
You know her for some reason.
I do. That's my wife.
This is Katie May here with some of the most exciting and hotly anticipated video games for June and July. Our summer video game roundup begins with a slew of amazing new releases. For Xbox One, PS4, and PC, we have Warhammer Chaos Bane, Elder Scrolls Elsewhere, and Apex Legends Season 2 Battle Charge. For Xbox One, PS4, and the Nintendo Switch, there's Crash Team Racing Nitro Fueled. Final Fantasy XIV Shadowbringer just dropped for PC and PS4. Also, check out Judgment, the exciting new Yakuza spin-off only on PS4. Attack on Titans, The Final Battle, is now available on PS4, Nintendo Switch, Xbox, and Steam. And finally, my personal favorite, Super Mario Maker 2, now with 3D World, only on the Nintendo Switch. There are many more games coming later this month as well. Keep your eye out for these titles that are already generating a ton of buzz online. Wolfenstein: Youngblood, Marvel Ultimate Alliance 3: The Black Order, Fire Emblem: Three Houses, The Blackout Club, and Kill La Kill IF, based on the popular anime. So, if you're looking for some cool ways to beat the heat this summer, look no further than your favorite console or PC.
And thank you, Katie, for that. I appreciate it.
Just in, we got some breaking news in the earpiece that I don't really have in my ear right now. Game of Thrones is actually going to be taking over a panel at Hall H at San Diego Comic-Con. Good luck.
Oh, that's gonna be family friendly. I can't say what I want to say here. That's gonna be ugly. Are they just gonna sit there and say, "I'm sorry, I'm sorry"?
It's not going to be that bad because the fans still love the cast. They still love Emily Clark. They still love Sophie Turner. Mm-hmm. They love all their friends. I'm just wondering if the creators are going to get an earful from the fans.
From what we saw before, this is the scary part to me, is when the cast definitely was not happy with the production beforehand, and you could tell. Yeah, that's going to sour it even a little bit more when this happens.
Just a rule of note: Arya's story. Just remember that. That's how you get your fans back.
Best part of the movie. The 70-hour movie.
Right.
Yeah. Okay. Stranger Things Season 3 is on Netflix. We're not going to give spoilers.
Yeah,
so good.
I've got the last 2 episodes that I have to watch before I can actually give a review on it.
Still no
It's
spoilers.
just so good. It's definitely a couple of steps darker when you say that.
Yeah, and without
a little
doing
scarier.
There's no cheap tricks.
Yeah, there's no like jump out scares, which
I
is
hate.
amazing.
I don't like those.
But I do have like a really awesome thought on maybe for season 4, like going into the Upside Down, and then you realize that Barb is actually still alive, and she's like Sarah Connor with like a bandana and like a gun, and she's been in there for like the entire time. I'm telling Netflix, the Duffer Brothers, bring Barb back.
This is why he's an actor, not a writer. I'm just saying. So, actually, you know what? I want to kind of hit on this just for a second. What is the moratorium for spoilers for a Netflix show now?
Give it a week, probably. Maybe if you want to be nice, give it 2. But it's like it's going to be like Game of Thrones. Like people are going to binge watch it, and next thing you know, they're just going to pour it on Facebook on everything under the sun. But even with me watching it, I really haven't seen that many spoilers or anything that has constituted like a big disappointment for me. So yeah.
I think as far as like this show goes, I think probably a month and a half to 2 months for a series is more than fair.
Yeah,
you have time at that point.
Yeah, and we'll always put spoilers at the beginning of it so that you don't get too upset with what we're saying.
Producer, you agree with that? You agree with that, producer?
Yep.
It's so nice not being having the producer role. This is nice. He agrees. Okay. Let's see what else we got here. Oh, this one's a good one. The Always Sunny in Philadelphia cast has definitely put out some seeds to have a crossover with one of my favorite shows ever, The Office. It has been confirmed now they're in the same universe. So I really, really, really want to see Mac converse with Michael Scott, because I think it will be the most beautiful thing in the world. Mm-hmm. I'm going to say nothing is set in stone, but the seeds have been planted. It looks like this is going to be a big reunion / crossover.
Okay.
Which, I mean, if you're a fan of Sunny, you should be rejoicing. If you're a fan of The Office, you should be rejoicing. If you don't know what either one of those are, go back to Netflix, watch all of them.
All right.
Yeah, okay. That's all right. Oh, and speaking of that, I should probably say, the last season of Sunny is now on Hulu as of last week.
The final season?
No.
Oh, just the current season.
The 13th season.
Okay.
So the next season's coming out very soon. It's in production.
Amazing.
Okay, and over to Jason, because remember when we used to send Jason to cruel places? We did that again, and this time we waited till he came back.
And then we sent him over to the Xavier School of Gifted Children to talk with the Dark Phoenix.
And he has a big mouth, just saying.
PB&Jason here. Just back from my interview at Xavier's School of Gifted Youngsters. By the way, I want to thank iHeartGeek for providing me with return transportation now that we've gone to video. I greatly appreciate it. Anyway, I was at the school and I was looking to speak to the X-Men, specifically to Jean Grey, because I wanted to get her opinion on the Dark Phoenix movie being the last movie that they're doing with Fox, the box office returns, the critical analysis, and needless to say, where the conversation started off pleasant as can be, it turned dark rather quickly. Now, as every fan of the MCU knows, the X-Men, the Fantastic Four, and almost all of the properties, just a few of them left, are returning to the control of Disney and Marvel, which excites everybody. Don't know how much it excited Jean Grey, but she definitely had some passionate words and actions in our interview, and I look forward to speaking with her again I'm sorry, hold us on a second. PB&Jason here. Yeah, the Phoenix is an omnipotent being. She knows you are doing an interview about her, and she's coming to finish the job. And I thought Thanos' snap was bad.
Thank you, Jason. Oh, that tickles me. Just okay. Despite the re-release of Endgame, it looks like it's not going to beat the weird blue cat people.
No.
No, but to be fair, the initial release did make more than Avatar.
The initial release didn't make it. They had only made $6.3 million.
With billion?
No, $6.3 million more with the re-release of it. So it brought it up to $842.1 million, but it still didn't pass the $2.78 billion worldwide that Avatar mixed up. And
who cares? I'm sorry. I know some people are really flipping out about this.
And some people some people were upset because they were like, there wasn't really anything like in the movie that was different. And it's like, well, Kevin Feige said that it was going to be at the end. There was going to be like kind of a tribute, kind of some deleted scenes, and some extra special stuff. He never said that the movie was going to be totally like a director's cut or anything like that. And he was honest with us, saying, "Look, I'm competitive. I want to beat Avatar. We're that close to beating Avatar. Let's push it and beat Avatar." But we did in America, but unfortunately overseas and kind of around the world, it kind of fell short. So it'll beat it eventually. It just won't be. It just won't be now.
Now, if we would have hit a 3D version of it, maybe we'd be having a different story.
Or I don't know, bring in the X-Men or so. I don't know.
Oh God!
Just run it already in and be like,
they have the Deadpool scene where they open the door and all the X-Men are discussing. Close the door, and that's all that is in the new release.
That's actually good. Well, they did Once Upon a Deadpool, just have something where Deadpool's kind of jumping in and out of it or something, and that's the game is you have to watch him to see where he is, almost like a Fight Club type of thing.
Oh no, but like a Where's Waldo?
Yeah,
he shows up in every third scene. You got to find the Deadpool.
This
is gold, people. This is gold.
When the snap comes back, you see 5 of them kind of mixed in with the whole crowd,
right behind Spider Pig.
Right.
Okay. Let's see. Speaking of Spider Pig, Spider-Man Far From Home opens huge, $50 million on a Tuesday.
I saw it at opening day. Loved it so much. I was trying to find an excuse to watch it the next day, and it's like, hey, no, want to go see Spider-Man Far From Home? Yeah, so I watched it twice, almost back to back. Yes, this movie, just in North America alone, in the 6-day holiday opening, made $185 million. $580 million globally in the first 10 days. And it's got a 92% rating on Rotten Tomatoes. It is fantastic. And I'll say it right here on the show right now. Better than Spider-Man 2. Better than Spider-Man 2.
I'm waiting for the lightning to hit.
Nope. Better than Spider-Man 2. You have not seen it yet.
Yeah, I have not.
I cannot tell you about the part where Mysterio...
Blah, 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 blah. Thank you. Now, like that. That made me happy.
MJ's doing a little Spider-Man 3 dance.
Oh, this is horrible. You're making it sound so bad now. Okay, but I do want you to check out our YouTube page and our Facebook and Instagram and all that stuff. Both Jason, PB&Jason, and Kaj and Katie did a couple of videos about Spider-Man. Definitely check them out. They're worth seeing. And it's like, it's going to take 3 minutes out of your life. Watch it. Do it. Hit the like. The subscribe and such.
Yeah.
I guess we're supposed to say that a lot. These YouTube videos, they always say that a lot, so I'm saying that a lot. Subscribe. Okay? You wanted to talk about Knights of the Old Republic, which I know nothing about. This will be my next fandom, I know.
This is like, so you have the Skywalker saga, and then you have the Knights of the Old Republic, which is like predates Star Wars a couple of 10, 20, 30 million thousand years or whatnot. But it's Knights of the Old Republic. As a lot of you know, it's a video game that came out for Xbox, if I'm not mistaken, and it just blew up. There's a lot of great characters that are in there, and we have just learned that Lucasfilms has confirmed that it is in development. Kathleen Kennedy has confirmed it as well. It's kind of interesting that, you know, the creators of Game of Thrones are now in talks to, or have been confirmed to be doing a Star Wars-esque kind of Old Republic type of a show or movie. This might be it. It might not be. We don't know. But if it is, hopefully it's in good hands to a certain extent. And I actually have a question for you. So, who would you like your characters to be? Who would you like? Revan, Darth Malak, Metra Surik, Darth Bane. Like, who would you want to play these characters in a live action movie?
Oh, yeah, that was a question that came in from Carrie Schultens from Dice Tales and from our show 7 million times.
I will give it. Yeah, Dave Bautista should be Darth Bane. Like I know that's been a rumor that's been going around. Great choice. I hope he gets it.
Nice. Okay, and now let's move on, and we have a Geek Sports Minute with our old good buddy, Mr. Winchester.
Hey,
I'm Mr. Winchester, and this is your Geek Sports Minute. U.S. women's soccer team has been annihilating all the competition on the planet. They've actually have been looking for a new competition, so they asked us to come up with the team for them. Here's what we came up with. Your defenders are going to be Poison Ivy and She-Hulk. The only problem with Poison Ivy is when the defenders are coming, she makes all the grass grow, and then the rest have to stop, measure it, and you know what happens at the end there? All they have is extra time. We have no idea how much extra time is going to be at the end of the game, and that's why we love soccer. Next, we have She-Hulk. She's in the goal, and you know what her saying is. Nobody gets inside of She-Hulk's she-shed, if you know what I mean. X-23, who's been traded from the NBA to FIBA due to the fact that they never have any balls for her. She keeps popping them all. So finally, they sent her, thank God, to a sport where she never has to use her hands, and now she's thriving. Jessie Quick, your forward, has created her own one-woman offense. It's called Burn Down the Field and Put It in the Hole. Finally, we have Supergirl, who should be the most dominant woman on that field. But unfortunately, she found out about flopping, and now she has a kryptonite injury and is no longer on the field. But in all seriousness, women, we love you. We're proud of you. Keep on going. Next, we have the free agent frenzy. Comics aren't selling like they used to. So they got together for the merge of DC and Marvel for a whole salary cap era. So welcome to that. This new system allows you a total of $10 million per team, 5 superheroes max on each team. And what we did is we got the guy from The Simpsons, a comic book guy, to give us a value on all of them. Against his will, of course, because as he would say, this is the worst idea ever. So you can't go over the $10 million, so he gave these kind of little rough estimates. For instance, your 6 million heroes are going to be Superman, Captain Marvel, Thor, and Wolverine. Lower tier, under $1 million, you got Ant-Man, my honest opinion, Aquaman, of course. Booster Gold, who, he thinks he's here, but he's probably more here. And then we have Jonah Hex. Everyone in between, you're going to have the Hulk, Harley Quinn, who everybody knows is my favorite, and Deadpool, who should be higher on the list, but, he's a detriment to the locker room, and nobody wants to get along with him, so you can actually probably pick him up for a really good price as long as you apply that maximum effort. And do not sleep on those veterans and role players like Alfred and Hawkman. Although they're a little bit older, they could still provide a great service and probably for a really good price. So hey, why don't you tell us what your team is going to be? Tell us on Facebook, tell us on Twitter. And finally, I'm Mr. Winchester. Remember, geeks do sports too.
All right. Thank you, Mr. Winchester. Good to see you back. We miss you, man. So for our next part of the news, Marvel Star Wars is going to be finally deep diving into Luke Skywalker's Jedi training and like as from Return of the Jedi on to where he is now in Episode 8.
This is the one thing that's going to make me buy this comic.
I really hope that they actually go with the old canon again and just start picking and choosing a little bit from there. They've already got the stories. Just put them in there, make them canon again.
Yeah, bring the twins in and all that other stuff that we really wanted to see. Yes, we wanted to see all this. So give this to us. Let the real geeks that read comics have this.
Right.
Give this to us. Give this to us, Marvel, please. Please.
Well, thank you for it.
Yes, Disney. We will be loyal and buy your stupid streaming service.
Oh, it's already got my money.
That kind of happens like that. Okay, Walking Dead. It is over. It is over in the comic book world, not in the TV world. In the comic book world. Issue 193, after 16 years of following Rick when he wakes up from the hospital.
Yeah.
At least for the first couple seasons was so just perfectly aligned with the comic book.
Yeah.
Comic book and the show. Now, with the ending of this comic, we're not, no spoilers, but the TV show and the comic are so far apart that there's no way they can end the show the same way they did.
It's impossible. Because
it's literally impossible.
Yeah. I did see an article that said that Kirkman is definitely happy. Not happy, but he is content with calling it a close. Like he even stated, like, there's movies that, once you get to the third act, it's going to be coming to an end and that it's wrapping up. Coming. And he likes movies that are just kind of like, whoa, you're reading and then all of a sudden it stops, and that's exactly what he had. He had 7 more issues to go before he had to hit to 200, and he's just like, you know what, I'm just going to stop it right here.
And I'm proud of him for it, honestly. Yeah. He did the same thing with Invincible, which honestly one of the best independent comics you'll ever read in your life. Mm-hmm. He said, okay, it's over. And I know it was right before one of those big major milestones. It's like, screw it. Who cares? The story's done. The story's done. That's the artist coming out, and I appreciate that a lot.
And it's then just with how that book has kind of ended up now, it's kind of it needed to go. Like he probably could have stretched it out a little bit longer than he would, but no, he's like, yep, I'm done.
Yeah. And good on him. Hats off. Proud of you, Mr. Kirkman, for your fantastic piece of art that you gave the world.
R.I.P. Walking Dead, 2003 to 2019.
And I'm okay with it. But does that mean they get to come back later? Okay.
No. They're gonna wait like 3 months, and then it's gonna be like just the Walkers or something. It's gonna.
No, then Greg Rucka will take over and rewrite the whole thing.
The comic is gonna turn into a zombie, and then and
it's gonna chase the people that actually collected.
Yep.
Not the Comixology readers.
That's
okay. Let's move on from there. We have Miss Geeky Page herself is going to be talking about some comic books you should be reading.
Hi guys, it's your very own Miss Geeky Page with some comics for you. I've got 3 fun ones just for you guys. Our first one is a crossover. It is Crow Hack Slash. That's right, Dub's very favorite Hack Slash. So our intrepid Cassie Hack and her partner Vlad team up together to go after Angela Cerro, that goth-wearing, garbed crow. Now, Cassie and Vlad think that Angelus is the crow killer. But is he? You'll have to read it to find out. It is a limited run by IDW, and it's going to be a 4-part series. Now, number 2 is a Warlords of Mars Attacks. That's right, another fun crossover. So, the Earth rover lands on the Martian soil and disturbs some stuff, waking up the Martians and causing them to get ready to go attack Earth, just as our intrepid man from the 1800s, John Carter, wakes up from stasis. It is also another limited run. It is a 4-part series, and we're talking about Dynamite Comics in this one. And our final one is going to be War of Realms by Marvel. It's number 6, and it is the end of a 6-part series. Malekith, our Dark King elf, is losing to the Earth's mightiest Avengers, but he's got a few tricks up his sleeve. Thor has to make an ultimate sacrifice that will leave him forever changed. Check him out when you get a chance. Now, the top 3 pull box issues for the month of June were Detective Comics 1006, The Flash number 73, which is Flash Year 1, and then the Action Comics number 1012. Now, my choices, what I'm going to be reading in July, and you should check them out too, are Zorro Masters number 1. It is to celebrate the 100 years of Zorro with some great art by Alex Toth. You guys knew what I'm talking about with that one. Also, we've got Star Wars Captain Phasma 1, which is going to be loosely based on Delilah Devlin's Phasma book. And finally, Second Coming number 1. Guys, trust me, check them out.
And thank you, Siege / Miss Geeky Page / what else do we have? That's like 7 million names.
Director, actor,
person
singer,
that comes in and talks.
Person comes in and talks. Hawaiian lady.
All around cool chick.
Yes.
So thank you, I appreciate it. I hope we were able to get graphics up. I don't know. We'll see it during editing.
I'm just saying I'm jealous you went to Hawaii. That's all I'm saying.
Get over it. Okay, so we teased this in the beginning, and I want to let you know the winner of the mascot challenge has shown themselves.
We have a winner.
And that winner is from Florida, Mr. Tyler Romaine. I've been Facebooking back and forth, and we're going to be cutting a show about zombies. That's his prize,
awesome.
Along with the stickers. And the winning name is Hal. Yeah, you know what? That had a special place in my heart. It's so many different variations. You got your Hal Jordan,
right?
Your Space Odyssey, your what was the acronym you came up with?
Oh, the acronym that I came up with: HAL, Heart Always Loving.
Oh, or something around those lines. So that was the show. Thank you so much for everybody that participated.
Wasn't that bad?
Yeah, it wasn't. But no, dude, thank you so much for everybody that participated. We had, I think, 50 to 60 different entries, and there was a lot of just really brilliant things that we actually argued over. But we still love each other.
And thank you for all the support and everything. And tune in next time. And
let us know if you want a sticker. We'll see if we'll get you a sticker, especially if you
we can actually do that. Hit the like and subscribe button.
Yes, hit like and subscribe.
Go onto the Facebook page and go onto our website, the www.iheartgeekshow.com.
Use the code. We paid extra for it.
And until then, I'm Koch.
I'm Dub. Keep on geeking on.
You've been listening to iHeartGeek. Our Twitter account is @iHeartGeekShow. Hope you enjoyed the show.